Infarction. Okay. What is the marker of ECG and myocardial infarction?
Troponin.
Q waves.
Troponin is lab.
It's the elevation.
Q wave.
Not infarction.
Q wave.
The presence of pathologic Q waves. So what is pathologic Q waves?
Depression of the Q.
Pathologic Q waves?
It's more than a quarter of QRS.
More than 1/4 of the QRS complex in height and more than 40 milliseconds in width. Oh, but that's just a quick thing. This is an important thing to remember from last week. So this week is about arrhythmia. So what is arrhythmia? What does it mean? Just irregular rhythm or abnormal heart rhythm. Okay. So to know what is abnormal heart rhythm, we should know what is the normal rhythm. So what is the normal rhythm? Sinus. Okay. And what is additional to that?
60 to
60 to 100 under resting situation. So normally, normal sinus rhythm is sinus and 60 to 100. Okay. If it is above that, what we call it? More than 100? Tachycardia. Below it? Bradycardia. Is every arrhythmia has clinical significance?
No.
No. If the rate is 55, most of the time patient has no symptoms. This is, we call it sinus brady, but there's no clinical relevance. If somebody is exercising heart rate 110, is this normal or abnormal? Normal physiologically, but by ECG is abnormal because this is above 100 that we said initially. Yes, so we'll say sinus tachycardia, but this is normal physiological response to exercise. So not every arrhythmia is abnormal, and we'll see examples of that. Okay. The possible mechanisms of arrhythmia, remember sinus node start to fire, then spread of the impulse. So we have to have two things for impulse. Number one is impulse formation, and then impulse conduction. So impulse has to be formed and then conducted. Problems in impulse formation or conduction produces arrhythmia. We'll discuss it more in clinical lecture, but briefly, if there is abnormal automaticity, this can cause arrhythmia. So what is automaticity? What does it mean, automaticity?
the tissue can excite without external.
So ability of the cell to depolarize spontaneously without extra stimulus. This is the main function of the sinus node. That's why actually it is the driving pacemaker of the heart. It has automaticity. What will happen if that automaticity is enhanced in the sinus node? We will have tachycardia. If it is suppressed, we will have sinus bradycardia. Okay. What will happen if part of the heart, like part of the atrium or ventricle, has that automaticity, rate is faster than the sinus? It will be the driving force or the driving pacemaker of the heart. So number one is abnormal automaticity. Second is abnormal impulse conduction. What is the example of abnormal impulse conduction?
LBBB.
AV block, first degree, second, third degree. This is an impulse conduction problem. Right and left bundle, we'll discuss them inshallah this week, but actually does not cause bradycardia because the rate will be the same. It is ECG feature that you need to recognize, but does not cause tachy or brady. We will discuss them. But the main thing is re-entry. The commonest mechanism of any arrhythmia is re-entry, and re-entry causes tachycardia, not bradycardia. We'll discuss it also in the clinical lectures. Okay. So when we say arrhythmia, which is rhythm abnormal, different from the normal sinus rhythm, it could be premature beats or extra beats coming from the atrium. We call it premature atrial complexes. Coming from ventricle, premature ventricular complexes. Coming from junctional area, premature junctional beats. We'll come to that. Or it is rate above 100, and that time we differentiate between narrow and wide. We'll discuss examples of that in the clinical lecture. Or brady when the heart rate is less than 60. So the aim of this today is actually just to see ECG recognition of these arrhythmias. We have two clinical lectures. We'll discuss more about the clinical scenarios, the causes, how to manage, basics of management of these arrhythmias. So to analyze the rhythm, we start usually with heart rate. It can tell me it is within the normal range, or it is in the bradycardia zone, or in the tachycardia zone. Looking later after that too, is it regular or irregular? Because irregular, immediately you have differential diagnosis in your mind. Regular, of course, wider differential diagnosis. Then the P wave itself, is it present before each QRS complex? The morphology of the P wave. So if you have the rate, we have regularity, the other R, and we have the relationship of the P wave to the QRS complex. These three will give us the rhythm. Is it sinus or not sinus? And that's what we usually start with. Then you look to every part of the QRS complex, the PR interval, the QT interval, and analyze it, and then you reach a conclusion. So let's start with, actually before we go to that one, remember that anatomically, we have sinus node. This is the first part of the conduction system. This is the pacemaker of the heart. So problems in the sinus node can produce arrhythmia. And I mentioned two examples before. What are these?
Re-entry and
Sinus brady or sinus tachy. So this, if the rhythm is coming from sinus node in ECG and rate is lower than 60, this is bradycardia. More than 100, this is tachycardia. So easy. Okay. The other part is the atrium. So what arrhythmia can come from the atrium?
premature
Atrial premature beats, atrial fibrillation, atrial flutter, and of course atrial tachycardia. So remember, tachycardia coming from the atrium is atrial tachycardia. Okay. Junctional area, which is AV node and bundle of Hess. This is the junctional area. So AV node, bundle of Hess, this is junctional area of the heart. What arrhythmia can produce from this area?
Block.
Junctional rhythm, which is 40 to 60. If the sinus node is not firing, this is secondary pacemaker of the heart. Could you have a tachycardia in this area?
Yes.
Yeah, junctional tachycardia, AV node re-entry from the name. It is atrioventricular node re-entry, so it is in the AV node. Again, in the clinical lectures, we'll go over them, but I just want to recognize the area. And of course, brady is first, second, third degree AV block is in the AV nodal area. From ventricle, we can have idioventricular rhythm. What is the rate usually in idioventricular rhythm?
20 to 40
rhythm? 20 to 40. 20 to 40. Wide Keras complex could be ventricular premature beats. In the tachycardia could be a VTAC, ventricular tachycardia, or VF.
What's the difference between flutter and fibrillation?
We'll show examples in ECG and also technical lectures.
What's the difference between early and delayed after depolysis?
Okay. We'll come to it in the clinical lecture because I have actually that mechanism. What I mentioned here just an introduction, but in the clinical lecture I show you example of early and late after depolarization. So now the aim of this is ECG recognition. The other two lectures we'll talk about tachycardia and part of the disease mechanism of tachycardia, and we'll talk about bradycardia and differential diagnosis in the clinical lectures. So let's start with this one. This is lead 2, and by the way, the commonly used rhythm strip is lead 2, and we can use V1 or V5 additional to it. So this is lead 2. So who wants to read this ECG or look for this rhythm strip? How to analyze it? Start with? Rate. What is the heart rate in this one?
80 and a half.
80. No, I have to go. By the way, an example. Few beats can make a difference. Between normal sinus, for example, 60 or more, so 55 is sinus bradycardia, 50 just one small square. So you have to be accurate. 80. So take 1, 2, 3, 3.3. So 300 by 3.3.
85.
Each one. Our 90 beats per minute. Is this tachy or brady or normal?
Normal.
Normal. So number 1, the rate is normal. Second?
Regular.
Regular or irregular?
Regular.
So everybody agree this is regular?
Yes. It is.
So 90 and regular. Is there a P wave before each Keras complex?
Yes.
Okay. Does the P wave pathology with sinus? Yes. Is rounded upward? It is. So what we are dealing with?
Normal.
So far, sinus rhythm 90 beats per minute. Is there any problems in the PR interval?
No.
What is the normal PR interval? 3 to 5 small squares, which is 120 to 200 milliseconds. Okay. So it is within the normal. 1, 2, 3. QRS complex. What is the normal QRS complex?
0.12
Three small
1.5 to 2.5, so 60 to 100 milliseconds. Is it within that range? It is within that range. T wave is normal. QT 360 to 440. Is it within that range? Yeah. If you look to it, by the way, you can calculate it if you are suspecting, but it looks very clear. So there is no other abnormalities. So what we are dealing with here is normal sinus rhythm, 90 beats per minute. And this is the common thing that you will see. This is normal sinus rhythm. How about this one?
Bradycardia.
Sinus bradycardia.
Okay. So what is the heart rate in this one?
Less than 60.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.1, 0.2, 4.3. Yeah. So 56, about 56 beats per minute. Regular or irregular?
Regular.
Is there a P wave before each Keras complex?
Yes.
There is a P wave. And it is constant all the time. Is the PR Keras complex normal?
Yes.
QT normal?
Yes.
So is there any other abnormal?
No.
We are dealing with?
Sinus bradycardia.
Sinus
You cannot tell from one. We'll see when we discuss abnormalities like LVH, RVH. You cannot tell from one lead, except V1 for RVH, different. But you cannot tell just based on this one if it is, because we have only one register. So this is just to assess the rhythm, and certain abnormalities we cannot assess LVH or abnormalities. Atrial abnormalities you can assess it in that one, which is not there because the viewer looks normal. Not normal. So this is sinus, bradycardia. This one.
Tachycardia.
Okay, why sinus tachycardia?
It's greater than 100.
You measure 1, 2, it is actually 2.4. So 300 by 2.4. 120. So if it's 120 beats per minute, regular or irregular? Regular. Any P wave abnormalities? No. QRS complex abnormalities? PR, QT normal? So we are dealing with sinus tachycardia. You have a question there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, you have two sides without side though. Yeah. You have a question?
The number of squares should be 2 to the
Okay, calculate it. Just do not make a difference, but definitely because 3, you know, by 3 is 100. Anything less than 3, you know, are dealing with tachycardia immediately.
Why would we use the QRS complexes multiply them by the 6 or 10? We don't have the same mass the same matrix.
No, it should be the same.
Like now, let's say this
But this is not, by the way, this is, I just cut this one, and actually sometimes I take it from textbook. It is not 6 seconds. And to be sure what is this exactly, I have to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this is 1 second, 1, 2, 3, 4. You have to count how many seconds you have. So if the 6 seconds and they give you for 6 seconds, that's okay. Or 10 seconds is okay. But most of the time this is not the same. So that is now the rate. So this is, again, sinus tachycardia. About this one, this is a little bit more difficult now. I need somebody just one to read it, please, and let me know. Then others can listen. Then if there is a question, we can go.
Okay, starting by the rate, we can't tell the rate because I need to know how many seconds because irregular.
This is, by the way, this is the most important thing because when you wanted to assess the rate, you have to assess regularity. And like this one, yeah, this RR is not the same as this one. So that is the first thing that, okay, this is irregular.
Regular.
Yeah, so that's one. Oh, is this R to this R is fixed? No. This one to this one?
Yeah.
And this one to the other one?
Yeah.
This is one of the things that can give you a clue because this one to this one almost identical. You can measure it, by the way, you have the paper and then measure it. And this one to this one is the same. Why the rate is faster than slower?
It's premature.
What do you expect if you have a block in the sinus node? You will not have a P wave. Because you know sinus node fires, then if they activate it, they have a P wave. If there is no conduction from the sinus node to the atria, we will have no P wave. Okay, so excellent. It could be inspiration, expiration, something physiological. So in young people, we have variations with breathing. With inspiration, what will happen? Rate goes faster. With expiration, it slows down. So what do you call that one?
Sinus arrhythmia.
Respiratory rhythm.
Sinus arrhythmia. Sinus arrhythmia. Is it a problem? No. It is a physiology. So if I say this is 17 years of age, and this is the heart rate, always, even the machine will read it for you as sinus arrhythmia, because if you see this one, this is fast, then slow down, this is inspiration, expiration, and it will repeat itself. This is the name given to it, sinus arrhythmia, which is normal physiology of the act. Yeah. So if you see sinus arrhythmia, this is not pathology. This is not, remember when I say not every abnormal rhythm is pathological, or we have to deal with it. This is something physiological. With age, actually, this is decreased and will disappear usually after the age of 20, 25. So sinus arrhythmia are common in pediatric and young people. Will disappear with time. How to know it? I see clearly sinus P waves. I see the rate here is faster, then slower. This is inspiration, this is expiration. And it will repeat itself with inspiration. And if you're in doubt, actually, when you're doing the ECG, we take them to take deep breath, and we label it, expire, and then we take it, and you see it is the same.
So it's common in what?
In young people. This is very common when you record ECG, any tiny movement. It should not be like on the line all the time. So there's variations.
And this ECG it's positive, the QRS. But the last one was negative.
Yeah, it could be. Other things earlier. For ischemia, for infarction, for others, we cannot assess for more. So the rhythm is actually very good. That's why we call it rhythm study. There's many things that we cannot tell based on this one. For example, P-wave abnormalities we can't tell because B2 is the best for it. But I cannot tell for ventricular hypertrophy. I cannot tell for ischemia, for example, or infarction based on one lead. That's why we don't concentrate much in these minor things, which could happen normally, because we have only one lead. It's not like the 12 lead that we can assess. Number one is the rhythm, which is the most important. So rate, regularity that gives you the rhythm. And if there is clear, for example, PR is first degree, can be clear there. For example, if QT is long, it can be clear. There's something. But other abnormalities, you cannot assess many abnormalities you cannot. So this is sinus, arrhythmia. This is physiologic, not pathologic. You don't need to worry about it. How about this one? What do you see?
Skipped beat.
Drop beat.
Drop beat.
So what do you call that one? There is no actual activity.
Cardiac arrest.
Arrest. Sinus arrest or sinus pause. So there is a pause there. And is it why is this not a sinus not from AV node? Because there is no P wave. Yeah. If I have P wave and a pause, this is the problem in the AV node. It deactivated. And I have depolarization to the atrium but not conductive to the ventricle. If I have no P wave, so the problem here, two possibilities. What could be the two possibilities? So what happened to the sinus node? Arrest, it means it's not functioning, it's not producing the impact in that time, or exit block we call it. So sinus node fires but does not conduct with it. It's called exit block. Not important to differentiate between the two, but once you see something like this, you know there is problem with the sinus node. Sinus node is not functioning normally.
And the exit block, you'd see the P-waves, right?
You will see.
Wouldn't you see that?
It will be the same because if the sinus node fires by ECG, we don't see anything. Unless it is conducted to the atria and atria activated, then I see a P wave, I'm not seeing nothing there. There's a criteria for it, but you need to worry about it. Generally, final year we mention it for them, even just for information, not for to remember. So what you can tell from this one, that there is a pause. Before there is sinus, P wave, chaos, complex sinus, and most of the time if there's a pause, the rate here will be slower than before. This indicates the sinus node is diseased, it's not normal. Okay. Could be intrinsic activity of the sinus node are a problem, like degenerative changes, or it could be medications. If patient big dose of beta blocker, calcium channel blocker can produce something like this. But you can tell there is a pause or arrest. So this is sinus arrest. This is a cause of bradycardia or disease.
Is there a state depression or is it wrong?
There is, but again, it's only one lead, so we cannot tell about ischemia or infarction or whatever from one lead.
Minimum of 2 leads. Minimum 2 leads.
How about this one? What is the main problem here?
Irregular.
There is irregularity. Excellent.
P-wave.
Is it all irregular or just few beats that cause irregularity?
Few.
What do you think of this beat here? Normal or abnormal? This one?
Abnormal.
Normal.
This one?
Abnormal.
Abnormal. What's the abnormal about this?
Premature.
Is different.
So it
And
is
Premature.
Is this coming before you expect? You expect the second beat is here. Am I right?
So ventricular something?
I expect the second beat. So this comes before or after expected time?
Before.
Before. So it is
Premature.
premature. Okay.
Atrial.
And is it
not
when it is
atrial.
premature? There are different possibilities. One is coming from the atrium, one coming from junctional area, one coming from ventricle. So this one from where is it coming?
AV?
It could be junctional because the P wave is inverted.
Yes.
Okay. And it could be also
Lower atrium.
lower atrium. How to differentiate junctional from lower atrium? By PR interval.
Interval, أيوة.
If the PR interval within the normal range, which is 3 to 5 small squares, this is coming from the atrium because atrium actually the same as sinus node. It's close to it, but still has to conduct to the AV node and from AV node to the ventricle. If it is junctional, the PR should be very short, less than 3 small squares. Is this less than 3 or about 3 from the beginning of the P wave? 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's about 3.
So this is, it cannot be junctional. This is coming from the atrium. So premature, I have a P wave which is different from the sinus P wave. It's coming and the PR is within normal range. I'm dealing with P coming from the atrium. Premature atrial complex. Okay. And this is the same thing here, by the way. You see that one? Normal sinus, normal sinus, normal. This is premature Same morphology to this one, so it's coming